Something I just randomly thought of. I might have said in other videos, but yes. Well, today it's stained up, but yes, I do actually change my shirts. It just so happens that you probably tell by now, like really like green. But I found like that I'm very particular about my shirts and clothes. Like they have to just feel the right way. Um, so these, I forget Next Level maybe. I get them from shirtspace.com. They're like $5 a piece. So anyway, so today, really not much going on. I'm only doing these videos because people watch them like it's crazy. But so I was sick. Like I still feel like crap now. My daughter's sick. We were up all not all last night, but quite a bit last night, and that's really been about it. Doing some quotes. It's been a nightmare trying to like because we have the one person out, and then my wife's trying to work. She's stressed the hell out because my daughter like I've talked about in other videos, but she's 4'11", Italian, and OCD. So it basically means she's crazy, right? And she obsesses over everything, and it's stressing her the hell out right now with my daughter. So that's where we are with that. So it's pretty funny to watch her interactions with the employees because usually I am the one that I don't have time for stupid shit. Like I want what I want, and my people skills usually aren't the greatest, right? Especially when it comes to like the business. Like I want what I want. Like I don't care for your excuses. Like what I'm asking is not the most difficult thing in the world. I just want it done, right? And the way I come off sometimes is not the greatest, so that's why my wife is the one that typically runs the company, right? And that's for the Deptford Fence side. But now for the wholesale, it's completely different. Like I have a great relationship with the employees. Everyone seems happy. I talk to them all the time, and even they will tell her the same thing. Like just a different scenario. But anyway, today I was watching a video from Miles Beckler. So you're not going to know who Miles Beckler is because he's like an online marketer. But I really like his content, and I just like him as a person because he's not like one of the most of the online marketing side. Like they're doing the videos in the hopes of selling you shit, which he does too to an extent. But he literally gives pretty much all the information away for free, pretty much like what I do. Not that like my shit's the greatest, but like that's what we both do, kind of. So one of the things he was talking about today, and you could tell it was that he's just been struggling with whatever's going on because, like, even though he has substantial, like, he's done really, really well, and he's usually pretty transparent, not with exactly sales numbers, but when it comes to online marketing, when you have like the number one thing you need is like an email list, right? And this is really important. Like you can take this information for your own business as well. Like an email list is super important. Why, right? Well, because you take these emails and or the email, the email addresses, and you send them emails. Like it's that simple. I've talked about in videos that we've done, before, where it's basically, once they sign up or we get their contact information, then we send them emails on a pretty regular basis for like the first 2 weeks or so. And it's different things. It's not like, hey, buy for me, buy for me, buy for me. It's more of like, hey, we thought this could be helpful for you, stuff like that. So it could be things, fence related. So what you need to know about getting a fence and what you need to know about like a vinyl fence or whatever happens to be. Just trying to provide value. And the purpose of that is to build a relationship with the customers without physically talking to them, is what it comes down to. And they say a lot of times that it usually takes between 7 and 10 touch points in order to basically make a sale, right? And so what's a touch point? Touch point could be a phone call, it could be email, it could be going to your website. Like those are different touch points, right? Sorry. So that's why we do that, and that's the one thing we was talking about. And but anyway, you can see that he's going through some shit, and maybe some of the things that he's working on now. And actually, I guess it's more of like a pivoting kind of thing. Like for the last several years, he's been focusing on YouTube content and growing his channel, and I think he has like 200,000 subscribers at this point, which is really, really good, and it'll end up being really profitable as well. And he's basically like, you have to constantly be looking at what you're doing and the way I kind of took it is like the way Alex Hormozy explains it is kind of like the seasons, right? So maybe for this season, and a season could be, we're not talking just like 3 months. It could be like a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, something like that. And maybe for this particular season, before I was focusing on Google Ads or, referral systems or whatever it happens to be. Right now, for me, my season is with this fence company, and I have to start thinking longer term. A lot of times we're thinking in, days or weeks or sometimes in months. What am I going to do for the next, whatever I commit to for this business, right? So if it's building the relationships or whatever, like, typically most times we are like, okay, we're going to start doing this, but there's no like time frame involved, right? So there's no like, okay, I'm going to do this certain task, or I'm going to do this set of actions for this amount of time. It's more like I have to start doing this. It's kind of like when I talk about that, most contractors and business owners are like, I need to book more jobs. Well, it's not I need to book more jobs. It's I need to book 5 more jobs. I need to book 5 jobs a week. I need to book 10 jobs a week. Like whatever those numbers happen to be, right? And it's the same thing for these seasons or these tasks that we're doing. It's like, hey, I am going to do this for X amount of time, and I am going to do it X amount of times per week, right? And you kind of have to hold your kind of I can't talk. Yourself accountable to that as well. So this would be writing it down, which I have to do, which I have not done, and because it's easier said than done, even though it's only going to take about literally a minute to do. But writing that down. So I was thinking about that today, and it's and the whole point of the seasons thing is because from like listening to Alex Ramosi, the people that don't have the money, they don't have the success, that they want is I don't know. It's coming in. I'm up to the place anyway. But anyway, we basically don't try long enough or hard enough for the results that we're looking for, right? So that's where again you put in on a piece of paper whatever you're going to do for your business or in your life. If it's working out, whatever it is. Like I'm going to work out for the next year, and I am going to work out 3 days a week. I will be working out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will be doing that at 2 p.m. Blah 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 every day and whatever. A good book to read, speaking of this, would be Atomic Habits, which honestly I should go back and read again because of this reason. So anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day. It is Monday, so usually Mondays kind of suck. It's usually when all the shit hits the fan. But anyway, hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon.